Hello guys, welcome to Actually Lancelot Show. This is going to be a reply video for boogie2988. I'm sorry man if I butchered your name. Butchered that, your man, it's Boogie. I'm going to reply video for Boogie. I saw his video an hour or two ago. I was thinking about it while playing Pathfinder with my friends. I'm not gonna go too much detail on a lot of stuff as well. I'll put the link down down below. It's gonna be more of a positive video. I'm gonna tell them about my experience. I followed Boogie for 7 years. I still following him. I still put notes and stuff on his channel. I don't really watch his Twitch as much as anymore. I used to. I don't really watch anyone on Twitch anymore for different reasons. I replied to his Twitter. I also made one video for replying, giving positive input, what they did with his picture in the newspaper in Germany. Defended him. That was wrong for them to do that. I think this is more a personal one. I don't know if you're ever gonna see it. I don't know if anyone else is probably gonna see it. This might be helpful. This could be towards more for mental illness. Go more in depth to my mental illness, my hardship. I help out a lot of YouTubers. I'm not going to give their name. I also consider them friends as well. I'm going to have to text them tomorrow, make sure that they're still doing okay and everything else. Well, I usually do check with them once every other week or once a month, depending on their situation and living situation as well. Usually, if they're more unstable, then I usually text them almost every day, every other day to make sure they are, morale is up. That's one of the key thing as well. If Boogie's watching this, thank you for taking your time for it. Hopefully this video will help you out as well, or other as well. This is not a put down video. This is not a video of any sorts. This is a positive reinforcement and morale as well. Just to let you know. I am a veteran. I'm an Air Force veteran. I've been Air Force for 5 years. I've been out since 2016. I have physical and mental disorder due to being in my service in the military, not getting the proper medical treatment for it. So I'm in constant pain, physically. Mentally, I'm very exhausted. I have PTSD. I've been diagnosed with PTSD. I have acute cognitive thinking problem, meaning that actually acute memory problem means I can remember stuff, just not very short-term memory. I can remember all of it. I just have problem remembering a lot of other things. In a matter of fact. I have anger issues as well. A lot of times dramatically, that is varies upon day and day depending on what's happening around me. I don't do any physical harm to my family. Time to time I will yell, raise my voice because I get frustrated. I always apologize and so forth as well. I grew up poor. Me and my family grew up poor. I lived with my mom the first half of my life, between the age of 1 to 8, and usually during that majority of that time, I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with my mother's side of the family. It was my mother, my aunt, my grandmother, and my 2 uncles, and in a 2-bedroom apartment. It was very crowded in the apartment. Me and my mom took the walk-in closet, and I slept there for a long period of time until my mom was able to move out and get a single bedroom into a 2-bedroom for herself. And back then it was a lot cheaper, but work was very hard for it. My family had to get 2 jobs or make ends meet, and they always support each other. And I was between 8 to 18. I lived with my father. My father didn't make much back then until he went back to school and want to make an example to me. If you work hard and study education, you do well. Now both my family are doing better off now, financially and so forth. I also have family dispute. Growing up, I made a video of my older uncle. Was about to hit my uncle, my younger uncle, but he's like my big brother. We're 10 years apart with the golf club. So I was there. I was very young. I still have a scar on my back from it, covering, protecting him, and hit me. And that's when Grandma never messed with the Korean grandma. Yeah, did not like that, and all hell broke loose. I was like one of the child that glued everyone together. I was the first child in the in my mom's side of the family that basically is mixed race. I am half Korean, half white, and I have to deal with two culture, two of other things as well. So it was kind of hard and difficult to understand growing up. I was raised in Compton, LA, then and around Koreatown as well. So I've been around a lot of tough situation as well. And you're not alone, Boogie. You're not. I know your situation. I watch your vlogs. Hopefully, it is one of those things that it will stick with you forever. It's one of the things that will never shake away. You know, I really don't contact my family as much as I should have. I want to talk and be close to my brother, but through their age difference, they're 14 years apart. It's not hard, but I always try once every weekend. One or two calls. Want to play WoW, Lucas? Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. He only play World of Tanks. He likes video games, but the problem is, he's not doing good in grade in school, and my mom don't want me to get him games, so I'll be spoiling him when I go down in August. It's one of those things you have to cherish. A lot of time that happened back then. I'm not saying Boogie's what happened to him young is way worse than mine. I'll tell you that. But I feel for him. I had that part of that experience, and it'll still scar me for the rest of my life. And there's other things I cannot really say. Probably will be more open to it later on down the roads. I think for now, try to keep this short and not as too long as possible. I have a friend. He's a YouTuber. Actually, I have two friends that's a YouTuber. They both have some type of mental illness. I always keep contact with them, more or less, depending on the situation, because they also had to have responsibility, family issues. I gotta let them know that without you, without you, you cannot make anything happen. It is true. Without you, how would you bring a beautiful life into the world? A lot of times when people do that, it's a gift and a curse, because now more stuff's weighing on me, stuff like that. Never think like that. Never think. It's hard. I know it's very hard. For me, it's very hard too. Dealing with depression as well. How am I going to do this? And you have to pace yourself back and forth, and depression gets to you. Then you think about other ugly things that's going to happen in life. You want to have more positive influence in your life. I know Twitter and social media can be corrupted and poisoned. I rarely use it. I don't use it to communicate with things or see other YouTubers I enjoy, or other person that I'd like to enjoy, and see how was their day, and just follow them as it is. And I post my videos there, and that's pretty much it. But other than that, all the crap I just ignore it. I just do my best to ignore it, even though it's nasty and vile as it is. Might be attacking me, unless they're attacking someone else then that I do care about. Then I basically give them a handful. A lot of them I am a moderator in their channel and their Twitter, so, and also make sure that person is fine, because more likely they probably looked at a lot of the bad than the good, and sometimes the bad hits more than the good, and usually want the good moral influence. How I deal with it, I struggle with it. I done dumb things. I almost try to end myself too when I was 21, before I joined the military. I had a friend that took me into Arizona. He was my best friend. He still is today. Him and his wife got plane ticket, dragged my ass all the way to Arizona so I get better. I felt bad, really do, because I was lost and I found myself. I used to be a youth pastor. I used to help out with the kids, everything else. I don't do that anymore due to the fact that I have videos about that, why I stopped becoming a youth pastor, became an atheist. I used to be a vice president of the Lions Club. I was doing a lot of Lions Club volunteer for the seniors with the deaf and the blind. I do a lot of community service work. I used to do a whole crap load of community service work. I had to stop because my health wise as well. But Boogie, think of the bigger picture. You know, it sucks. You know, it's hard. I know. I know you're struggling. I can hear it from your voice. I can hear from you what you tweet. You know, I deal with it too. But no matter what, there's always that little shining light that will keep growing every day, every second, every minute and hour. Because you have people that will support you and help you out. You know, I know about the Tesla thing. If you really want to get a car, I'll drive to Little Rock, Arkansas. It's, I think, an 8-hour drive from here. I'll take you to a dealership and help you out with it. It won't be a Tesla though. It'll be better than your car, better than your Trans Am. But I'm willing to do that. I almost went up to New York when I offered a friend to put Cat 7 cable, but you know, I don't think he liked that. In my mind, I know in my mind he will not like that idea, spending all that money and everything else going up there, because I told him I don't want a dime of it. I usually don't take money at all. Use my money for donation or Ashley's artwork. But I'm the type of guy, I don't work. I'm a retired disabled veteran, so I do a lot of community service. Even though it pains me, hurts my back, I will do it. You know, that's the type of person I really am. You know, probably volunteering might be helpful. You know, find your. I know video game is a good thing for to let go of stress. Everything else, I use video game a lot. I stream it too. But you know, also a friend you could talk to as well, length that deals with this problem is a good idea. You know, I'm very easy to contact. Usually just, but it's a lot harder to contact you guys because, we have 4.5 million, 800,000, you get flooded with emails and everything else for it as well. But no matter what, there'll be always someone there to help you, always someone there who's willing to be with you. You just gotta find, the courage, the time, I don't know how many people are gonna make this video just to express their gratitude. It's one of those things. It's really, really one of those things that no matter what, look at the sun, wake up, look at the sun, smile at it, and the sun will smile right back at you no matter what. It's one of those things, I can guide people the right way, try to steer them in a way to make them more happier, to live better, stuff like that. But it's really up to you. What do you want? I know there were a lot of crap too, a lot of crap. I do too. I'm still here because people that supports me, friends that supports me. My wife, don't know why she's still with me. Has been with me for almost 8 years. We have very complicated marriage. There was a couple times I almost ended it, but I'm happy it didn't happen. But it is what it is, and hope that cat right there, Boogie, will make you happy. It's BMO. We rescued him from Japan. Japan, called the Air Force Base, but. Well, anyhow, I'm not going to take away much of your time. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys watch this, share this, that might help people that dealing with a lot of things in their life. Hopefully this video will help them out as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.